Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Welcome, one and all, to another exciting episode of the Real Film Nerds Podcast. This week we chat about an internet movie because Mike wanted to do an internet movie, even though he went to the theaters and didn't tell us. So we'll get to that when we get to it. I know Ma Hinshaw has a lot to say about this movie. She loved it so much, she watched it frickin' twice. But anyways.
I have 2 sentences. Don't even say that.
With me since episode 300 and something, the incredible, the amazing, the crotchety old Ma Hinshaw. Hi, Ma.
Hi.
See, look, I'm changing it up. Now, the one, the only, the heartthrob of the Real Film Nerds Podcast, Mysterious Michael Talent.
Oh, the heartthrob, huh? Am I the beating heart of the podcast now?
You can take your choice. I'm going with heartthrob, but if you want beating heart, that's fine too. You are the talent. My mom and I are just here for the ride. I'm here to do the editing and slave labor of getting the podcast up every week. And my ma is here to be the voice of reason.
Okay.
Or not. I don't know. Did you go to sleep, Ma? Are you talking?
No, I don't think I'm a voice of reason. I'm probably a voice of old person. I don't know.
It's supposed to be wisdom. You're the old one, so why aren't you
wisdom.
wise?
Oh, that's a good word. Yeah, wisdom.
Reason and wisdom.
My son. Okay. Sounds good to me.
Nice. And so if we're not wisdom, Matt, what are we? What's the opposite of wisdom?
I mean, I'm an asshole, so I don't know what you are, Mike.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm not an asshole. The other, the opposite.
A penis?
Oh, Jesus. Of course you went there, Matt.
It's the opposite.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just ignore Matt and continue on with the pod.
It's going to be a good pod. Come on. All right, fine. So from penis, Mike Talent, why don't you break down Havoc for us?
All right, here we go. The movie was directed by Gareth Evans. It was written by Gareth Evans. It's starring Tom Hardy, Jesse Mee Lee, Justin Cornwall, Kulin Sepavita Mia, and after a drug deal goes wrong, a bruised detective must fight his way through the criminal underworld to rescue a politician's estranged son, unraveling a deep web of corruption, conspiracy that ensnares his entire city.
All right, Mike. So this movie was written and directed by Gareth Evans, better known for his Raid and Raid 2 films. I had high hopes for this. I have not seen the Raid or the Raid 2, but you have always talked about how incredible and amazing they are. If Havoc is anything like the Raid or the Raid 2, I don't want to watch them.
So, yeah. This movie obviously focused on the fighting and like the cinematography involved with that, which was kind of it's like its own style. And in the Raid movies were better, Matt. So fear not. I'm not sure what happened with this movie, but it seems like the story just wasn't flushed all the way out, or it got edited out badly. I'm not sure what happened, because it had elements.
I think it was way too freaking convoluted, dude. Way too convoluted.
Yeah, I think it had elements of stuff that like were fine. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably too convoluted. I think they're just trying to maybe they're just trying to do too much. I don't know, but the action stuff was very Raid-like, and I enjoyed that. Perhaps a little too gruesome at times. I'm not 100% sure why it was always so gruesome, but hey, whatever. it was yeah, it's kind of strange. I had high hopes because I really liked the Raid and the Raid 2.
Ma Henshaw, you watched Havoc not once, but twice. Why don't you tell all of our incredible listeners why?
Well, I fell asleep twice the first time through. And since I had nothing better to do, I thought, well, maybe I'll watch it again and see if I can, see what I slept through for a change. But then I fell asleep in different spots. It just was very convoluted or something or another,
Well, one thing I found interesting, Ma, is that on the radio you said you fell asleep 3 times, and now it's only 2.
Uh-oh. Well,
No,
I meant...
She said 3 times, Matt. She said twice in the first time she watched it, and the third time.
Yeah, but she didn't watch it twice before the radio. She watched it once before the radio.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, well, my bad.
So basically, if you need a good night's sleep, Havoc.
Yep.
Ouch. Matt, what are your first impressions, buddy?
I think the story was convoluted, like I said. There's just too much going on, and then the good guys turn into the bad guys, and the bad guys turn into revenge, and there's just a lot going on in the story, and they didn't need to go that deep and that wild. The gruesomeness or the gore and the blood of people being murdered, I mean, I could take it or leave it. I mean, it was over the top, which if that's the way you're going, you need to be a little bit more comic booky with it, a little bit more over the top with the action. One thing I really, really hated, the shaky cam. I can't stand the shaky cam. I don't like it. Put it on a freaking tripod, dude. Put it on a tripod. Put it on a dolly. I hate the shaky cam. I do not like it. I think it distracts way too much from the movie. I didn't like how they shot the action scenes. I thought they were too tight. I wanted more like, which I assume is probably the Raid, but because I know John Wick is inspired from the Raid, but a lot more wide, so you can see what's actually going on and what's happening. I thought the stunts were great. I thought the acting with Tom Hardy was very good. I think Timothy Oliphant and Forrest Whitaker, were really underused. They are both incredible actors, and I mean they're in the movie, and they're in the movie till the end. But are they really? Like they come in and out here and there, and I would have liked to see more of that. Overall, I mean it was okay. I don't think I'll ever probably watch it again, but it was okay. It really could have been better. I just think they tried to do too much. Tried to tell too much of a story. And then one thing that really annoyed the living shit out of me, I noticed a little bit growing up and stuff, but now I really, really notice it being a Second Amendment exerciser, I guess you would say, or believer, or whatever you want to say. Dude, nobody ran out of bullets like the entire time.
Yeah. The handgun that seemed like this automatic, like they never had to reload hardly at all. And I was like, what the heck is this thing?
Well, and then there's even a revolver, like Timothy Oliphant and what's his face from Shameless and all that. He's a character actor, the Mexican guy. I'm forgetting his name. I'm trying to look real quick. But he's really funny. He's a really good comedian. He's plays the uncle. He has a revolver. Revolvers hold 6 to 8 shots, some 5, and they're putting 30 rounds through these things without loading.
Right.
Yeah, I did notice that, and I was like, what the heck, man? I thought we were over this. We have John Wick.
Right. John Wick is very accurate. I mean, very, very accurate when it comes to that. And then the little Chinese girl, the blonde Chinese girl, I don't know her name. I actually liked her character. I thought her character was pretty interesting. She literally never runs out of bullets with her Uzi. She sits there and lit up the car with Tom Hardy in it for a good minute and a half, 2 minutes. That would have been 1,000 rounds at that fire rate. No way in hell.
Yeah.
Anyways,
and you probably melt the barrel.
Sorry, I'm complaining too much, but I'm just saying that really kind of took me out of it. So just again, voicing my opinions too much, but it just is what it is. If you're going to go that
I
route,
agree.
yeah, if you're going to go that route and you're going to be comic booky, embrace it completely. Embrace the fantasy. Don't even have guns. Have laser guns. Do that kind of weird shit. Embrace it completely. Don't try and do a cop crime, serious mafioso revenge drama all rolled into one and have over the top blood, guts, and gore, unlimited ammunition, unlimited fight. No, it doesn't work. It did not work for me.
Yeah, I will say that Tom Hardy's character and I guess a couple others just seemed almost supernatural. Like,
right? But they didn't embrace it. They're still trying to be like cops and drama and be way over the top.
I don't know what they were trying to go for. Matt, just trust me when I say The Raid was better. And The Raid 2 was awesome. That was the first one I saw. I just happened to watch that in the theater, dude. Of all movies, I just went and watched. I was like, oh, what's this?
I need to sit down and watch both of them because I know you always talk about it. And Ma Hinshaw probably has already seen them. Ma, have you seen The Raid and The Raid?
Oh, they're all in subtitles. You have to read them.
Oh, no.
She's screwed.
They're all
Ruled
in...
me out there. Yeah.
What's Indonesian, I think, is the language. Yeah.
Mandarin?
Oh.
No, I think it's Indonesian.
Indonesian.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought they spoke. Well, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what they speak.
No, it's not Chinese. It's not from China. It's from Indonesia. It's
because they were speaking Mandarin in this film, correct?
Yeah, I think they were. Yeah, but this movie was kind of all over the place.
Yeah, well, and that was another one. Not to get too off on that. I think it was done by a Chinese production company. I'm pretty sure XYZ. Is that a Chinese production company?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Anyways, doesn't matter. The thing I thought that was weird is that all the outside shots, like the chase scenes and all that stuff, was all digital. Like you could tell, and it wasn't great digital either.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I thought it had a lot of potential. Just the script was odd and super complicated, and I felt like I was lost a lot in the beginning because it was like introducing all these characters and you don't know why you care about them or anything. Like it was real weird. Just kind of starts. Besides the little like monologue with Tom Hardy saying, "I did a bad thing."
Yeah, the monologue and then the end monologue. Yeah, Ma, do you like monologues?
Not really. I don't know. I don't think it really helps much, but well, I've seen other movies the same way, but it just no. And this one definitely no. And true, the beginning was like this, and you're trying to understand, really what's going on. What's this, and it keeps on going on.
Yeah, it keeps
Very
changing. Like you said, Matt. Good guys go to bad guys. Bad guys go to revengey guys. Things are all over the place.
Yeah, and that's about the best you can describe it without, spoiling it. So, thanks for chiming in, Mom. I was trying to get you to engage. I know you really did not like this movie at all. Spoiler alert. But I'm just trying to get you to chat a little bit.
No, and I thought that, to me, I mean, all of the fight scenes was I wrong, in a dark alley somewhere or a dark street or, it was like really dark.
I think that was the tone of the movie.
The whole, it was the tone of the movie, all right, by golly.
Do you think they were trying to do like a film noir kind of thing, where it's detective and there's the monologue and then it's darkness and big city.
Man, do you think they were trying to do that on top of everything else? Man,
I'm asking. What do you think?
I don't know.
I think so, maybe.
I think so.
If they were, wow.
I mean, he's just tried to do too much. Tone it down. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
The crazy, you were talking about the camera things, but I mean, honestly, the camera almost flips upside down sometime in some of those fights and stuff. And it's like, you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just overdone or something. It was very strange. And the fact that it reminded me of shoot 'em up movies kids used to watch, and I can't think exactly which ones, but it almost seemed like it was silly because there were millions of bullets flying everywhere and, and shooting guns everywhere. But I mean, if that many had gone on, everybody in the whole dang picture would be dead, just, or else they're awfully bad shots. You know what I mean? It was just kind of unreal in my view.
Yeah, Matt, the barrel would have melted with that 1,000 rounds putting through that.
Yeah.
Dude, it would have been so hot. There's no way you would have been able to stick it in your pocket. That's for sure. It would have melted the snow on the ground, all kinds of shit. It would have been nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, all right, so I got something very important to discuss, Mike.
Oh,
before we move on to your favorite segments.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have a giveaway, don't we?
Mike, we do have a giveaway, and I would like you to talk about this. Now, I've been told this show is absolutely incredible, but you know me, I have copious amounts of time, so I have not had a chance to watch it at all. I think I've seen the trailer, and I know it's going to be an amazing show, and I pay for Paramount Plus. I don't get it for free from our sponsor, but hey, maybe they should. I would love that. Paramount Plus, if you're listening, hook me up, dog. I pay for it. Come on, I pay for it. But anyways, so we're giving away one of their original films on Blu-ray. I already have them. I've had them for weeks. They shipped them early. But we're giving away copies of the incredible Paramount Plus hit series, season number 1 of Landman.
Yeah, so Landman is a show that revolves around the general manager of an oil field or of an oil company who's on the ground in Texas, and he has to deal with just unbelievable amounts of just crap. And then all while this is happening, he's also handling his family. So his son has decided to work in the oil field, and his daughter is moving back with him, and his ex-wife is coming as well. So it's just an interesting dynamic, and he shares a house that the oil company provides with a few other higher ups in the oil company. So one of them's like an attorney, and the other guy's like some sort of oil engineer, petrol engineer or something. And yeah, it's just got lots of, just lots of drama, lots of different things going on. And I really liked it. And Billy Bob Thornton was perfect as the head guy, as the landman.
Question, Mike.
Yeah.
I know your father worked in the oil fields, specifically in Texas and New Mexico, I believe. Has your father watched Landman yet?
No. I want him to watch it to see to let me know if it was kind of like that. But they kind of show some of the different sides of everything for oil fields. So the crews that are working the different pumps and or the wells and the wellheads and all the different things, and how everybody has to get up super early and go, and they live in these places called man camps, and it's like company provided housing and just all kinds of stuff. So it also deals with like what happens with incidences, and it covers a lot in the show, a lot. So,
well, I would love to hear your dad's opinion on it. Now, again, I haven't watched the show yet, but I think it would be really interesting to sit down and watch it with him. And your dad texted me this week. He wants to come up and hang out at the new house with your mom to get out of the heat. So we'll see how that happens. But
okay.
I love Billy Bob Thornton. That alone should make it pretty darn good.
Yeah,
hey,
it's
pipe
good.
down, you old biddy. I don't want to hear about your love infatuations.
Hey, I don't care. He was cute.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed the show. It's also done by the guy who did Yellowstone, Tyler Sheridan, I think.
Ooh, that should be good.
Yeah,
Sheridan, I believe.
So I haven't seen Yellowstone, but I saw Landman and I really liked it.
Good. I have seen Yellowstone, And a little teaser that I'll be doing next week. We're giving away copies of Yellowstone 2 next week. Not the whole series, just the most recent season.
Okay. All right,
But
dude.
that's next week.
Do you want to read your business?
Mike, I want you to figure out what people have to do to get a copy of the Blu-ray edition of The Landman.
Oh, I was just thinking of something easy. So just tell us your favorite Billy Bob Thornton movie or show. And, yeah, can't be Landman.
Okay, very good. That's pretty easy to do. So, all right, here we go. Down to the business. The Paramount Plus hit series Landman Season 1, starring Billy Bob Thornton, Demi Moore, and John Hamm, is now available on DVD and Blu-ray with over 85 minutes of special features. Landman Season 1. Own it now on DVD and Blu-ray. And again, it's provided to us by our awesome friends over at Paramount, specifically Paramount Plus. There we go. So don't forget, email Mike at realfilmnerds.com and tell him your favorite Billy Bob Thornton. Can you tell I've been talking a lot today? God.
You always talk a lot, man. You're full of it, dude. You're full of hot air.
From the radio to the phones to the my throat, like right here hurts. It hurts from talking so much.
Oh,
anyways, email Mike at realfilmnerds.com and tell us your favorite Billy Bob Thornton show or movie. And we all know Mom's favorite is Bad Santa and Bad Santa 2.
Absolutely.
All right, Mike, on with the show.
All right, Matt. I'm pretty thirsty, so I bet you are, Matt. What are you drinking this fine morning, evening, afternoon?
Oh, Mike, thank you for asking. I am always thirsty, especially when I talk this much. It's been a wonderful past 2 days, and it's only getting better. So I have a nice, tall glass of Jim Beam vanilla. No ice, no water, no nothing. Jim Beam vanilla in a pint glass.
Oh, my gosh, in a pint glass. Woo!
Yes, sir.
A great first couple days of the week.
It's been a wonderful week. Well, that's the thing. I was talking about it on the radio, actually. Everybody's like, oh, man, it's Monday. It's so awful. And I'm like, you know what? If you think about it, I work 7 days a week. Every day is Monday. Right, Ma Hinshaw?
Right.
Okay, I'll go ahead and ask, Ma, what beverage are you partaking in?
I will not sing the song, but I love Blue Moon. But I didn't have a piece of orange. Oh, well. You know, like in the commercial.
No, you don't put fruit in beer?
Well, I don't know, but they did for the commercial. They stuck an orange slice on it. You didn't see that commercial?
Yes,
okay.
I've seen it many times, yes.
Well, anyhow, I just said I don't have an orange slice, but that's okay because I didn't need one. It's really tasty.
Okay, Ma, so we're passing it around the horn, so your turn.
Oh, Mike, what are you drinking this fine evening, I guess?
I am drinking a Hoppy Nomad from my favorite grocery store, Matt, which I think you guys have now in Prescott.
It's not open yet. It's
Aldi?
coming, though.
Yeah, Hoppy Nomad. It's a session IPA, which means it's a little bit lighter, not as boozy.
You should see the confused look on my mom's face right now. It's awesome.
When you say hoppy, I'm thinking of a bunny rabbit.
Yeah. That's how I feel afterwards. I usually jump around a little bit.
No, I just figured the beer jumps around on the table, so you got to hold it down.
Oh, dear.
All right, Mom, go ahead. Do it. It's your favorite part. Ma Hinshaw's favorite segment of the podcast. I say
yes,
it every
and
week.
I always ruin it.
You can do it. I believe in you.
No, I can't. Oh, dear. Mike, what is your fabulous dad joke of the week?
I got dad jokes, I don't think they understand though. Gotta think I'm funny, other people never laugh though. Dad jokes.
I like
Oh.
that. Fabulous. Wow.
Wow, fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
So that means it's going to be garbage, isn't it, Mike?
Oh, I just saw one that I could have. Oh, okay, here we go.
Uh-oh.
How do you make rabbit stew?
I don't know, except I don't know.
Easter Bunny?
You keep it waiting.
Keep it waiting.
Yeah,
Keep
so it's
it-
like stew, like you got.
Oh, I really
Dad.
don't get that.
You know, it's bad when you have to explain even a dad. It's in the book. Damn it. I cannot hate the book. That's the problem. The book is hit and miss, but I love the book. I got to say I loved it, Mike. It was wonderful.
All right.
Lord.
That one was bad. That was
Okay.
bad. But we were just talking about rabbits, so I thought that was fun.
Well, yeah, I was picturing the rabbits running across the hot asphalt and burning their feet. It's terrible.
That's a way to make a stew, I guess. So, all right. So the most important and probably really easy question for Mike finally after last week. Jesus, man. I mean, you don't miss often, and last week you missed. But anyways, Mike, how does the Netflix original Havoc relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
All right. So, it was a little deeper in the cast than I thought, but Forrest Whitaker was in Black Panther as Zuri.
Not true. You could have just said Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy isn't. Well, that's not.
Tom
quite.
Hardy was in a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie in the end.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't feel it was right, Matt.
Okay, all right. You made that rule, not me. But yes, Forrest Whitaker as well was in a Marvel Cinematic Universe film.
I feel like that was
Panther.
a clear reference. The Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah. He was. I don't remember. Was he in Black Panther 2 as well, or just the first one?
Just the first one. I
Yeah.
think.
Didn't he get murdered in the first one?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. I love Forrest Whitaker. Man, such a amazing actor. He's one of my favorites in Star Wars. Even though he had a very small part. Oh, his character, Saul Guerrero. Oh, awesome.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Oh, so good. And I think he's in Andor, but again, another show that I have copious amounts of time to watch.
Oh, Matt, I heard Andor is the best thing that has ever been made of the Star Wars.
Dude, the first season was absolutely incredible. I have not seen the second season. I haven't even started, but the first season was amazing. I really enjoyed it. And you do know, besides the original trilogy and Revenge of the Sith, well, maybe even above Revenge of the Sith, Rogue One. Rogue One is seriously one of my favorite Star Wars films ever, and that was done by the other Gareth.
The other what?
Yeah, not this Gareth, not Gareth Evans. That was done by Gareth Edwards. And remember, I got it all screwed up last week before
You
we were
did.
doing this.
Yeah, you did.
Anyways, yeah, and I absolutely love Rogue One. I think it is one of the best Star Wars products ever to come out. There's no Jedi in it, and which is amazing because I love freaking Jedi, especially Sith. But that's a big statement, coming from someone that spends a lot of his money on Star Wars things. But anyways, okay, I will stop and I will say we are now in the spoiler section because I can keep going and going and going about the wars. But Mahitcha, is there anything you want to spoil when it comes to chatting about Havoc?
Actually, no, because I've already pretty much said that, I just thought there was so much shooting, so many, and it just, I don't know, it's dragged for me at times. I did like, and I can't remember her name, where she climbs up the car and shoots the car to pieces and all that. I thought that was really cool.
The
But
girl that
there
climbs
weren't-
up the car and shoots the car to pieces.
Well, like on top of it, wasn't she on top of it? Anyway.
Oh, the guy. Remember
Was
when
it the
Forrest
guy that was up
Whitaker's
there?
getting taken?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I
Okay,
thought that
yeah.
was really cool. That was a fun watch, but a lot of it was just kind of same old, same old. I kind of lost interest in watching the flaming guns, and the guns were flaming. So I don't know how or why, but they were a lot of them. So anyway, no, I don't have much to add there, guys. That's about it.
Mike, what do you want to spoil, sir?
I don't know if I want to spoil too much, but like the scene that was in the club or whatever, I think that was a music club, right? Yeah, it was like a club.
Yeah, it's a dance club, drinking club, bar club. Yeah, yeah. No, I watched that scene multiple times over. I thought it was interesting.
It's I don't know. There was stuff that's kind of cool in it, but at the same time, that was where it really looked like Tom Hardy was like a superhero to me, and I'm like,
yeah, invincible.
What the heck,
Yeah.
dude? Like, he's just supposed to be and he's kind of got this weird kind of like tough guy, quiet personality mostly in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But then when it comes to the fight scenes, he's like just indestructible. It was weird. It was just like a weird. I don't know. Just a lot of things in this movie were weird. I mean, it took a long time to kind of figure out what the heck was trying to happen. Even with our like intro monologue, I'm like, what is going on? And then it just gets weirder and weirder and weirder. So.
And you swear the Raid and the Raid 2 is better.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
You have to read it though. It's not in English.
Dude, I don't have a problem with subtitles. I know my mom can't, she has to have someone read them for her. But I prefer to, we've had this discussion many times, but I prefer films with subtitles versus them being dubbed because I want to hear their natural inflections in their voice and things,
Yeah. No, I get it. Me too. So it, this movie's not great. I feel like you've said, we've kind of just said over and over. I think they just tried to do too much. If this was supposed to be a film noir on top of everything else that was going on, totally just missed. Like,
it's a hot mess, right?
Yeah, like
it's just a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess. Like in the beginning, I would have liked some sort of exposition about the characters, like a little bit more, because it was a little bit hard to keep up with. I'm like, what is going on? And eventually, kind of everything straightens out a bit, but it was just a lot.
I think it gets worse. I don't think it gets straightened out. I think it gets worse, especially we're in spoilers, so I can say it, but the drug dealer mom shows up and now she's getting revenge and shit. It's like, it just keeps building more and more and more. It's just like, no, just stick with the one premise and see it all the way through. You don't need to throw this in there and that in there and revenge and, let's get his son. It was just so.
Yeah, the drug dealing mom was like an extra layer, totally not needed.
Why? I mean, yeah, she's pissed, but we needed another fucking villain. Like, and then the cop becomes a villain, and it's just everybody. It was.
Yeah.
No. Yep. So, okay, I'm just going to stop it there.
Right.
Mike, why don't you tell our wonderful listeners what movie we're going to chat about next week? And I don't give a crap. You will have to go to the theaters.
Oh, is it already time for the Mission Impossible movie?
Mike, it is Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Oh, man.
The final Mission Impossible movie ever. Rumors were it was going to be the final movie for Tom Cruise ever, but he came out publicly today saying, nope, he is going to do movies until he dies or he turns 100. That's literally what he said.
So wait. If he turns 100, it's like that's auto retirement? Like,
I guess.
Is that in Scientology or something?
I don't know, man. I just think, we might get that stunt that I keep talking about. I don't know if you ever listened to the podcast when Ma Hinshaw Loses Her Cookies existed, but I think we might finally get the stunt, and maybe, since this is the end of Mission Impossible, maybe it'll be Geriatric Impossible or something. I don't know. but he'll be in a wheelchair and he'll go down the side of a mountain and jump into a big canyon and then throw open the parachute. Like I kept threatening my mom, we're going to make her do that.
Ah, yes. Okay.
But I think Tom Cruise will actually do it.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I didn't think he was going to be retiring from movies. I imagined
said he was. He was done.
I imagined he was just going to retire from this amount of action type movie. Because, I mean, this guy puts his body through a lot because he films all the scenes.
And that's why he keeps selling out the theaters and why we keep going. I want to see Tom Cruise die on screen.
No. Watch out, buddy.
Whoa.
That's what's going to happen. Come on.
Well, okay.
Well, he made it through this one, so I think he's done with that kind of movie, man. I mean, he did Top Gun.
Do you think if he really does die, or if they spoof it, that would be like the greatest selling movie ever?
I don't know.
He's still flying jets, isn't he?
He flies everything. Yeah, he owns a multi-million-dollar P-51. That it was in Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he had to get all kinds of crazy ass waivers to be able to fly it too, with Demi Moore in it. Anyways, okay, enough about Tom Cruise. So, Mike, next week we're gonna watch Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I don't care. You got to go to the theaters. I already bought tickets here. There's 7 of us going from, the radio show and my friends, and we're going to have a big old bash.
Nice.
Party.
Yeah. I haven't gotten tickets yet, but I mean, I guess you're right. I should probably, this is kicking off the summer. I should probably look into getting some tickets.
Well, Mom, how long ago did Dad get tickets for you?
At least 2 weeks ago.
Oh, it's been at least 2 or 3 weeks he got tickets for Ma.
And then I said, what?
Wow.
It's not out yet? And he's like, no, you have to wait a while.
Well,
but he wanted to get that.
And it's perfect because it's Memorial Day weekend, and that's typically when you get the start of the summer blockbusters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. It is when I think that's what they're going for.
Even though we literally have had 2 Marvel Cinematic Universe films already. I just go back to Memorial Day weekend, people. Give us movies of the summer, please. Stop inching it forward. Ugh. Anyways. All right, Ma, final thoughts.
What about our ratings? Have we given the ratings yet?
Why don't you do that?
All right. I will give my rating. I'm giving it 2 cookies.
And this is for the film Havoc, right? Not Mission Impossible?
Yes, correctamundo.
Okay, just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Talent, how many reels do you give the Netflix original Havoc?
So I saw hints of some good story. There was good acting. There was some odd choices with some other things. So I'm going to give it 2 reels. 2 reels.
2. My mom hated it and she gave it 2. You see how screwed up the rating system is, Ma?
Oh,
it's all opinions.
Just like just like me. Everyone has one, right?
Yeah, right. Just like you.
All right. Well, I guess I'm the kind one here, and I thought I was being brutal. I thought you were going to go a lot higher, Mike. I thought you were in for a 3 at least, but I give it 2.5. I saw, things of greatness possible, decent acting, decent action, but overall, if I watch it again, it's going to be very sparingly unless I need to take a nap.
Okay.
Yeah, then that worked.
So, all right. Well, that is all that I have. And I know all of you love listening to me talk, and sometimes Ma Henshaw, and always the mysterious Michael Talent. So, Ma, anything else?
Oh, I forgot to say, there are a lot of F-bombs in this movie. So if you don't like the F word or your kids to hear that, well, caution. Okay.
Ma, do you like the F word?
Nah, I'm not big on it.
Well, fine. Fart, 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 fart.
I knew
fart.
it. My okay.
Mike, do your thing, dude.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. Make sure to enter into our giveaway. Mike at Real Film Nerds. Tell me your favorite Billy Bob Thornton series or movie. Just can't be Landman to enter to win the series Landman giveaway. And follow us on the socials, Instagram, Twitter X, or Twitter/X, and Facebook. And we'll catch you on the next pod. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now, go out and catch a movie.